Hey YouTubers, this is Bob. Well, what do you think about the new introduction to Messages from the Spirit World? Isn't that great? This new intro to my videos was a gift from one of my subscribers, JJ Productions. Go check out JJ's channel and let me just a moment and let me attune to the spirit world. Okay, here we are. Fletcher's here and says hi, you guys. Okay, my first letter tonight goes out to Locum's Poet 961. Hi. You know, around you I've got a spirit guide named Johann, and what's interesting, he was an impressionist artist in the late 1800s, but he's working with you, and he's helping raise your energy and your creativity, okay? And also I'd also pick up around you a past life, and it's interesting, it was in the United States, and it looks like it was in the 1920s, and I believe you died in the late 1920s, and in that life you were connected to banking. But this life, you know, I feel you're meant to do something more creative, so I think the arts are, you know, a better place for you, okay? Anyways, thanks for writing. Okay, my next letter is for Crystal Shop 42. Thank you so much for writing. You have a spirit guide around you named Celeste. That's one of your spirit guides. And I keep hearing talk about that. She says you're supposed to teach. It looks like you're meant to be teaching here. And I see you teaching, actually, it'd be more like spiritual subject. You should be teaching people about getting in touch with their inner self and stuff. And that's what I see around you, because I feel in the coming next year to 2 years, you're going to be moving more into teaching spiritual issues rather than working in the you know, mundane world, okay? All right, thanks for writing. All right, next letter, Arafel 1964. Hi, you know, I get around you a lot of spirit people. You draw them in. You've got a Buddhist monk around you from Thailand. The name is Tree. I keep getting around this. And I also get around you a Native American guide. The name sounds like Black Hawk. And Black Hawk's around you. And what's interesting is that I feel like the month of February is very important for you, because during that month, I see you getting involved with, it's a new group and it's connected to like some sort of social activism, like rights for the homeless or something like that. But Black Hawk and Tree are your guides. They're guiding you, okay? But watch the month of February 2010, okay? New opportunity. And it actually may turn in to a permanent job, okay? Thanks so much. All right. White Milk is Rapper. That's a really good name. You know, I keep getting around you. You are drawing in a lot of spirit activity. But the problem is that it's affecting your body's nervous system. And I want you to, when you feel spirits present, ask them to step back. Say, can you step back a few feet? Because what it's doing is it's making you lightheaded. It's making you feel kind of shaky. And that's your nervous system's being affected by overstimulation of electrical impulses. And as spirit people do that. So you do want to tell them, step back, guys. You can still communicate, but I need you to hold back, okay? Because a lot of times they don't know they're doing it. But I want you to do that, okay? Thanks for writing. All right, next letter, Ms. Tisha. Hi. You know, Ms. Tisha, I keep getting around you. There's a move coming for you. And it looks like as we get into January, there's a new opportunity that's opening for you. And I actually see a connection around, believe it or not, New York. So you may be either getting a call from New York City or New York State. I want to put this more like the city. But there may be an opportunity that's being offered for you to travel to New York in January. And this may also take the form of a job, because I feel like there's a location here, change. So you may be actually moving to New York, if not in the new year, sometime during 2010. But it looks like it starts around January, all of this process, okay? Keep me posted. Thanks for writing. All right, next letter, Mr. 72368. You know, yeah, 2010 for you is all about overcoming. It's about overcoming obstacles, because really the last 3 years for yourself, you know, the last 3 years, you've been in kind of a hold position here. And that's a long time. And 2010 is about breaking out of that. All right, next letter is Muse 94800. Hi. You know, in regards to your question about am I going to travel, I'm not seeing travel for you till later in the summer. Like, because I feel like you want to go in June, but I'm not seeing you actually go till around the end of August or September here. Okay, and there's a connection here with this travel with your past life, and I feel like part of what's drawing you on these journeys, and you'll be taking a few actually during that time period, is about your soul connecting to your past life. Okay, and I do see a connection here around you, interesting, with Native Americans. So you may be also traveling towards an area where there was Native American settlements. All right, next letter, Earthly Me. You know, you've got a spirit guide around you, and believe it or not, Saint Christopher. Yeah, patron saint of travelers. Now, you don't have to be Catholic to have a Catholic saint guide, but I picked him up around you. And in the future here for you, I see you actually moving into some sort of work with nonprofit organizations. And it's interesting because I see you doing some work with underprivileged children down the road. And it's interesting because I don't see you staying in social work forever. I think that'll be a bridge that takes you over to running your own nonprofit, and it's going to be for underprivileged children, orphans, and securing rights for children. But I see that over about the next 2 to 3 years for you. Okay? Thanks for writing. All right, next letter, 360 Fanification. You know, this upcoming March is very, very significant around you. And I keep seeing travel here, interestingly, to the U.S. And I think you're going to be actually going to Florida as we get into the springtime, okay? And it looks like it's just a fun trip, but I want you to be open to that, okay? And you have a spirit guide around you named Travis. And he was a medium in the 1930s. But he's going to be guiding you now and helping you with your spiritual development. Okay. Travis is, thanks for writing. Okay. Next level, Dakara00. Hi. You know what I see around you is film production work. And I think you do really well working in the arts. And I see over the next 2 years you doing more development in that area, maintaining some classes, and also possibly even starting to do development of film. So that's where I would focus the energy. Okay? Thanks for writing. Whew. We've got so many letters. I'm trying to get all you guys. And our last letter, I'm running out of time here tonight, is for 43 Joan. And 43 Joan, you know, one of the things I pick up around you is a Joanne. I'm not sure I'm reading the name right. Joan or Joanne. I can't read the writing here. But, you know, I get around you, Dad. I do pick up a father spirit here around you. Now, what's interesting is he keeps telling me, he says, let her know I am restored to wholeness. It looks like there were some circulatory issues around him towards the end. There was a lot of problems in the blood, and it feels like it was the artery issue, and possibly even a cancer issue, because he had a lot of different things going on in the body at the same time. So it was really a multiple things that shut down here for him. But he's asking me to, he says, tell her I'm at peace. That's what I keep hearing, I'm at peace. And he's showing me a little dog. I believe when he was younger, he had a special dog. I mean, there was a little family, but he's holding this little dog here with him. And he just said, he says he's happy, and he's with the little dog, okay? And he said that he has been trying to visit you, but every time he comes, you're asleep, okay? So he's going to try to do this in a way so that you can see him. And he keeps talking about he's trying to move stuff around the house. He keeps messing with the television. He keeps messing with pictures. So I want you to watch, because he's trying to start to affect things in your house. But he's with you, and he says, tell her that I love her and that I'm okay now. Okay? And I love the little dog with him. So if you can find out about the dog reference, let me know. All right, guys. Well, that's, I'm afraid, all I got time for. But I did want to get to you guys. And next week we'll bring you another Messages from the Spirit.